What's going on, guys? Ryan Pineda here. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the brand new stimulus package that just passed. We're going to be going over who's getting paid, who's not getting paid, and what we can expect in the future. So this stimulus is the biggest one since the CARES Act. They're going to be giving over $900 billion in stimulus funds. And that's going to be spread out over quite a few things, which we're going to cover in this video. So make sure you stay tuned all the way to the end. So the first part of this bill that most people are going to be talking about is the $600 per person. So here's how the $600 payment is going to play out. If you are an adult making under $75,000 per year, you qualify for the $600. Now, they're basing the $75,000 per year from your 2019 tax return. If you're married, you guys will get $1,200 if you are making less than $150,000 combined. So if you're single, $75,000. If you're married, $150,000. $600 per person. Now, what about kids? Kids are also getting $600. So if you've got one kid, you're gonna get $600 for them. Two kids, $1,200, and so on. And that is the main stimulus that people are going to be talking about and wanting to get. You might be saying, well, I made more in 2019 than I have in 2020. What about me? Well, you're not gonna be able to get the stimulus check right now, but once you file your 2020 return, you're gonna be able to get a tax credit for that amount. So if you are expecting a tax refund, you're gonna wanna file your taxes as soon as possible so you can get your original refund plus the stimulus credit. And if you're wondering how you're gonna get your money, it's gonna be via direct deposit, which is pretty cool. You're not gonna have to really do anything. I'm gonna butcher this guy's name, but the Treasury Secretary, Steven Mnuchin, says you should be getting your check before the end of the year. So they're moving really quickly with this, which is awesome. A lot of people complained about the length it took to get the last stimulus checks, but you gotta remember, this time around, they have the system built out in place. So it should be way smoother now. If you have children who are over 17, they're gonna have to qualify for themselves. You cannot claim them as a dependent for the $600. All right, so let's go over what's going on with unemployment now. Congress has decided to give $300 extra in unemployment for 11 weeks. So to sum it up, you're gonna get normal unemployment, but you're also gonna get $300 on top of that for 11 weeks. Last time around, it was $600 extra every single week, but it's only $300 this time. So that covers most of the benefits for your normal worker. Now let's talk about small businesses. It's funny because my first YouTube video I created back in May was on the PPP loan. My companies had got over $100,000 in PPP funding, and I was very curious if they were going to do a second round of that funding for businesses. It doesn't look like that is the case right now. As far as everything I can tell from reading, they have just extended the program out. So if you have not gotten PPP funding yet, you need to do it if you're a small business. There's no reason you shouldn't. They are still giving out the loans and they are completely forgivable as long as you use them for the right things. If you haven't watched that video, I'll click to it in the link below. It's an awesome program for small businesses. Another one is the EIDL loan. That's the Economic Injury Disaster Loan. That's another loan that we took advantage of that is not forgivable, but it is a very low interest rate loan that most businesses will qualify for. They are gonna be setting aside $20 billion to give out in those loans. And so once again, if you're a small business owner and you haven't taken advantage of that loan, I would highly recommend that you do it because the interest rate is so low and you're gonna get deferred payments, meaning you're not gonna have to have all these payments right away. You're gonna get instant cash that you can start using in your business now. And as of now, that's pretty much what we know about the bill. If you wanna get updated on any new changes, make sure you're subscribed to this channel. I will do an update video on any significant changes. As far as what I see happening in the future, I do predict that they're gonna be doing some stuff for businesses. Obviously, many businesses got crushed in the original shutdown, and now with this second soft shutdown, other businesses are gonna not be able to make it. Businesses like restaurants or live events got totally destroyed in 2020, so I fully expect the government to create some type of programs to reinvigorate that industry. I also think they may even do some form of PPP funding again. Even if it ends up being less than before, I anticipate them doing something to get more money in the economy. The $600 stimulus is less than the original CARES Act, but it's better than nothing. If you think that they should have did more, I definitely want to hear it in the comments below because a lot of people probably aren't going to be happy with that, especially in Christmas time when people are trying to get gifts and help their loved ones out. In the end, I kind of expect this to be the first step of something bigger. The government is well aware that they need to inject money into the economy so people can spend more money, so that businesses can have more revenue, so that they can hire more employees, and so that the economy can just keep everything rolling. The last thing the government wants is people to stop spending. Also, I almost forgot to mention forbearance as it relates to mortgages, student loans, credit cards, everything. Mortgage forbearance has ended for many who did not request an extension. I fully expect the people who need extensions to get extensions. I've talked about being a real estate investor and someone who does over 100 deals a year. I'm really looking heavy at what's gonna happen with all these delinquent mortgages. And my belief is this: I do not think they're gonna foreclose on all of these people. I think they're gonna do loan modifications. I think they are going to tack on all these payments to the end of the loan if that's what the person wants. I think that they may completely refinance the loan into something different. I think every bank and every person is gonna have a different situation and their loans will be treated differently, but I do not think everyone is just going to be left to get foreclosed on. They're gonna have options. And so don't expect this flood of foreclosures to just sink the real estate market. It's not gonna happen. There's too much money being put into the market with all this stimulus. Interest rates are being held low. All of these things are happening because they want to stimulate the economy, and they already know if they try and do something different, it's gonna cripple us. So in short, expect extended forbearance, expect more stimulus, expect this to be just one of the first waves, expect businesses to get more stimulus. There's about to be a whole bunch of plans in 2021 to try and keep the economy going. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, do me a big favor, make sure you go hit the like button. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Go follow me on all the socials. Until next time, peace. Hold on. We can't just glance past that.